At least. Only one of them is upset that I'm streaming. Alright, let's find Walter here. There he is. Okay. I got some stuff to do in the background here. So I'm gonna just, here's Walter. I'm gonna turn it down a little. I said be groovy. I've been saying stay groovy. Walter took it to extreme. Well, that ain't so extreme, really. Alright, I got a piece of paper out. I suppose it's about as ready as I'm gonna get. I got time to get some coffee. Got me turn you down here, Walter. We're gonna move on. Thank you for everything. It's Walter Brodecki and the Magic Fingernails. Okay, here's the old one. Look, a nickel. Let's see if I can find the chat. There's the chat. There's me. Hi, how are you? Look, there are at least 7 other channels live right now. You got CoinOps doing his thing, right? Robert Lawson's having an auction. You got Family Things. I got to admit, I don't really subscribe to them. Wait, let me find, where's the screen? Here's the screen. There we go. There, over here. These are just subscriptions. You got M.A. Lyman. Jesus, am I missing Mike? I might even want to watch him. Okay, I can't run his show. There he is, Tootsie Toy, Mickey Silverano, or MD. He's got cars. This is Mike Lyman. You thought I was a whack job. Go see Mike. You got, let's see, Mobile Coins is on right now. Rob Finds Treasure, Silver Giveaways, TLT Coin Hunter, and 646 more shows are live right now. Jesus. Home. Ugh. This is so hard to operate. I need 3 screens. You ever see Batman? He's got like a bat cave, and this is kind of close. Really, it's similar. I got more cobwebs, but he's got that desk, and he's got like 17 screens in front of him. And dude, he's got every channel known to man playing. You're the best. Thank you, Linda. Look, I went to the bank today. Look. And I always give him a story, right? When I want some rolls, I say, can I get some coins? Today it was, you know, it's the weekend, the holiday, and my nephews are coming up to town. Can I get 2 rolls of quarters, 2 rolls of dimes, 2 rolls of nickels, and let's see, how much is that? $34. Okay, let's do the rest in pennies. So, you know, $6 in pennies. And every single one of them's a 2019. All right, we'll set those aside. But it took like 20 minutes for this poor girl. Little thing, she couldn't be 5 foot 1 inch tall, and just 5 feet of suffering is all it was. Because I'm telling her, can I get some change? And her bank head cashier, who's a twit, mind you. I've dealt with her before. Who's like a freaking coin Nazi, is making sure that I know that the coins are reserved for their commercial customers. And I point to her because they just redid the whole lobby, right? I take pictures, but they'd have to escort me out. And right behind where the 5 foot terrorized cashier is a big sign that says TD Bank. That's TD. That's spelled with a T. Let me see, T, and then a D. That's TD Bank. Make no mistake about that. They got this big sign. It's 12 feet across, right? And it says TD Bank. And the bank is smaller letters. And then across the bottom, and this is 10 feet wide, 6-inch letters. America's most convenient bank. I'm trying to get 2 goddamn rolls of quarters. Did I tell you I deleted all filters? 2 fucking rolls of goddamn dimes, 2 stinking rolls of and some lousy pennies, and they're giving me this hard time. What's with the hassle? I'm getting, 2 rolls of quarters. Well, we need those for our commercial customers. Is 2 rolls of quarters going to shut down downtown New York, Lake City here? What? What? Is 2 rolls of dimes going to shut this place down? You're going to have to call Brinks and say, bring the truck in, back it up. I'm just looking for some coins, to play poker with the nephews. And I get this speech. Well, that's for our regular commercial customers. Hey, I've been at that bank since 2002 when I got the house in town, right? 17 years I've been a customer at this bank. And let me tell you, I think that's probably 17 and a half years too long. What? Give me what I want, or I'll take my business elsewhere, because really, the other bank across the street is more convenient than you. So you're gonna have to take your sign off the wall, drag it across the street, and leave it in front of them. Scratch out your name with a marker or something, because you suck, TD Bank. What? We're looking for. I'm asking for two. Is this too much? Is this too much of a hassle? Because I'm getting a hell of a hassle for 2 goddamn rolls of quarters, 2 rolls of nickels. We're talking 2 rolls. There's one. There's the other one. But this is a hardship. No, you are not what you say you are. Stop pretending you are. Stop pretending you're a friendly bank. You're not. Huh. All right. Well, look, I'm supposed to have a sale in an hour, but I got these. I've been meaning to get a box of nickels. God, that'll give her. She'll have a heart attack right there. She will drop dead on the. Quick, call 911. We need more nickels delivered and somebody to look after this chick on the floor. Oh. Gosh, I got to go through these things and see what the hell's in them. Well, since I got an hour to kill and there's 17 other people live right now, I don't really see it as a problem going live and just doing my thing. There's Liz. Okay, where are we? Where's the scope? There. I got to scroll up. And they're just mixed rolls of pennies. It's not any or nickels here. There's nothing to write home about. What was the hassle? $4 worth of nickels, and I gotta wait for this speech from this chick explaining to me that the coinage is reserved for commercial accounts. Well, look, I'm just gonna spend these coins in town anyway, so they're gonna end up with the same coinage, one way or the other. Either you give it to them, or I go in buying a hot dog. They're gonna get the same roll of quarters back, right? Because I'm not going to take it back to the same bank I got it from. I actually have, there's 2 TD banks in town. One of them downtown where the short girl is and the head teller Nazi. That's where I, try to pick stuff up. Usually the best I can get is a couple rolls of quarters because I got to get the hassle. And the other one in town, dude, I take everything back. So I got a pickup bank and a dump bank, and it's all one bank. And I keep telling them, you'll never see these again. And they don't. But their neighbors do. Their friends up the road. Their cohorts. They're convenient people. Yeah. Well, I thought I'd look at a few just to, because I want to see what's in here, dude. This stuff I don't have. I don't have a complete set of Jefferson nickels. I bet you I don't have a 1972D. Well, let's see. If I go through them, you can look through them with me and see what we get. Okay, look. See that? There's 3 things you're going to see in a coin. 3 things. Right? Let this be a lesson. Some people are just idiots. No! Don't say that about you. Have faith in our fellow man. I try desperately every day to have faith in my fellow man. And then I go to Walmart. Oh, Jesus. Okay, there's 3 things you're going to find in your coins more than anything else. Right? So when you're looking at these things, make the following assumptions in order. 1. Assume that what you see is damage, okay? And most of the time, that's going to be what it is. We're not talking, half the time and a little more, 3/4 of the time. We're talking 99.999% of the time. It's more pure than the silver they sell, right? Almost every coin you see is going to be damaged. What's on his face? Damage. What's that in front of his nose? Damage. What's on his cheek? Damage. What's that under his chin? Damage. This is a junker. This coin is junk. But I don't have a 1972D. Huh. So how do you build a set? Well, you keep the best one you got until a better one comes along. Oh, look, we're missing some detail up here. Is that damage? I'm going to assume that this is damage until I can prove otherwise. See these missing letters? Let's look at the opposite side of the rim. Alright, let's look at the opposite side of the coin. Okay, this looks pretty normal over here. I don't see any impact. Okay, I see these. Here's a crunch. Here's some crunch. Did something hit it here and the blow was absorbed on the back and it just kind of mushed up these letters? Or what do you think, guys? Is that a greaser? I'm going to pull out my loop and look at it. There's one here somewhere. I know it. It was here. I just had it. Here's one. There. I got to take these off. Yeah, that's a hallmark of a grease-filled die right there. You can see the metal flow lines. And I might have to zoom in to show you this. We're going to start with the assumption of damage. But here, I'm going to get into the metal flow lines, and they seem to just kind of smooth right through this blob. So this appears to me to be a grease-filled die. It's an error. Okay. Now, error and variety are used almost interchangeably by a lot of people who are kind of new to the hobby, but these two words mean totally different things, right? It's not 6 of one and a half dozen the other. One would be a Pontiac Firebird. The other one would be the frame of a motorized scooter. Okay, they're totally different terms. Now, a variety, that's a change in the design on a coin, right? And that's going to be repeated with every single strike. It's a change in the design on the die of the coin, so it's a die variety. It can also be a design variety, right? Some of these early nickels, they got a different set of stairs. They changed the way the little portico meets the stairs, and that would be a design variety. Where'd that coin came in earlier today? Here. Oh, let's see. Spitfire sent a bunch of stuff, and in there she said, is that a he or a she, Spitfire? Well, there was a wham in the mix, and I gotta find that now. Got a whole box. Look at this stuff. That's for the big show coming up. So, in here is a wham. Oh, look at it. Third from the bottom. It's always the last place you look. Well, I suppose once you find it, you stop looking. That would explain it. Okay, here's a 2000. That's a Lincoln penny, right? There it is, 2000. And on the back, look, they used a wrong die. They used a die that was impressed with the proof design to make the reverse for this coin. And you have a wide AM, which is that space between the A and the M. Why don't you why don't you focus? Well, it looks like a microphone there. AM. Now I'm going to find another one without the AM. What's this one? Give me a... What's this one? Here's a 1999. D. Okay, that'll work just fine. So that'll be on top. And the AM on that one, look, they're almost touching. Huh? This one up here with the space between the A and M is a wide AM. That's a design variety. It's actually a transitional design variety. Okay, whereas, so there's a whole bunch of these whams out there, and you can find one, right? But there's not too many, so they have, a premium because people would like to have a wham, a wide AM. So is the proof supposed to be the wide AM? The proof is the wide AM. The wide AM is the proof design. It was used accidentally or just by happenstance to create the reverse die for a circulated coin for that year. So you have two design varieties. One is the normal wide or the normal close AM, and the other is the wham, which has a premium. And that's probably good for $5 anyway. Okay, here Right? What happened? Well, the coin got screwed up after it left the mint, but before it left the mint, when it was made, there was some gunk, some doo-doo that got into the die. Where's some dies? Here's something. No, that's not going to work. That's the wrong kind. That one's lifted up. I need another box just for stuff CJ has sent. There's a pile of stuff here, I tell you. But it gets there. It goes. I got the printer on top of this box, so I got to reach under it. And just when I think I got it, it jumps free. Okay, watch this. All right, here's a, well, it's a CJ die. It'll make a CJ dollar, and they're real nice. Actually, the denomination's not printed on here, but it's well worth every penny. But see, these are sunk into the die face. It's flat. So the design is impressed into the die face. Well, where's the damn Play-Doh? From now on, I'll be cursing on every show. Probably at the start of every show. The 98, 99, 2000 close AM on the proof is a premium. The 98 and 99 have a close AM proof reverse, which has, it's the same darn thing as the, they got switched. That's all it is. All right, now I got a video about the wide and close AMs. You can watch that. Right now I'm talking about this, so I'm going to keep on going. And these are impressed. But what happens is some grime, some doo-doo, somebody sneezed, and the sneeze traveled across the room, right? And then there's dust, and that gets in there. And these things, well, sometimes they get packed out. They get filled, right? So you try to press a coin with that. You try to mint a coin. And let me do it on the C because it'll be a lot bigger. That'll be easier to see. Ah, look, it's grease filled. It's got crud in there. If we can make that show up. Well, I got red clay, and this isn't working. Give me a different color. There. Aquamarine. No, really. No, this is blue and green. Where's the aquamarine clay? There. Aquamarine. Can we see the difference there? Alright. There, I'll use aquamarine clay and squeeze. Yeah, that's right. Okay, this will work better. So you get some crud, some dust, some grime, some grease, something that gets into the crevices, into the design, and fills it. Right? Ah, look, it worked that time. And this is now flush with the surface. And when I strike a coin with that, I'm not going to have those letters on the coin, which we lost a coin. Oh, this is what's going on here. This is what's going on right now. This is my desk. This is my life, and there's nothing I can do about that. I have lost control. Entropy has seized this place, and entropy will win every time. Okay, let's go. There. That's what happens. You end up with a coin where the details over there are sharp and crisp and clear. Well, kind of. But here they're missing. And that's a greaser. You call it a greaser. It's not necessarily grease. Usually it's going to be grease plus stuff, dust, dirt, little bits that get in there and just pack it out. And sometimes it's really neat. This stuff falls out. Huh? Let me do surgery here. Yeah. And we want to see, sometimes this stuff will fall out and get onto a coin. It'll fall on the next coin. Let's see if we can make this work. This is going to be hard. Dude, I don't have the dexterity for this sort of thing, I can tell you that. Alright. So now you got this C. See? That looks just like a C. Let's go home. Okay, so we took the C out of that die, and it's right here. But if that gets onto, say, the next one, now it's going to be something that's raised, and when I press two coins together with that one, right, that coin will have a blob, a missing section, because I got more material on the die. I'm going to have a gap, a void, on the coin. And it'll be shaped just like whatever the hell this was. It's a struck through debris. Only these are neat because it would be a struck through letter or a struck through number. or you know, Lincoln's nose or something. All right, how do I get the rest of this clay out? All right, so a grease-filled die, you can figure is a struck-through letter in the making. We can call it a pre-struck-through letter. Is this working at all? CJ, I need another one of these. I done screwed this one up. All right, here's the red. Here's the green. There. You're going to find these from time to time. You really will. And they're not worth a whole lot unless they're more extreme. Are they neat? Sure. Okay, what's this one worth? Where'd it go? Getting in my handy dandy notebook. You just learned something, Vern? Dude, we learn stuff all the time. I've lost this thing. Alright, okay, there we go. Alright, so now we got a greaser. We showed how these things happen. Let's get a new stick. I got a whole bucket of sticks here. Here's some. They're kind with a handle. People, all kinds of folks are sending me toothpicks. I got boxes of these things. Okay, we showed how that happened. Now, how much is it worth? Is it worth anything? Kinda. This one is a 1972D. You know, these errors, because this is a grease-filled die, it's an error. It's not repeated on every single coin. It can be repeated on several coins, but eventually that stuff will probably pop off. It'll fall out. There's a lot of force going into those things. Okay, so it's not a die variety. There's no change in the design. It's got crap packed into the design. All right, but is this worth anything? Well, 72D, you know, if you had a whole set of these greasers, because you can get them for every year, right, every mint, that would be a neat thing. This coin, I got gash, a hunk, a chunk, a gouge, a groove. What's this? That's normal. Okay, we got a slash, we got a scrape, we got a contusion, we got blemishes, bruises, broken bones. This one doesn't have any real premium. Okay, sorry, it's not a winner. But somebody would like to have it. Maybe we should give it away sometime. I'll put that in the interesting things that maybe I want to hold on to for a little while, but really don't have any value. So, the heck with it pile. That's what the can says. All right, but I don't have a 72D. I bet you. What's this one? This is in the box. Oh God, it's a 1941. What is that? What is that across his head? Okay, let's rub it with my finger. It looks to be a pencil line. All right, because it rubbed off. Okay, what else we got? What else we got? We got some crud on his face. We're not gonna screw this coin up, rubbing it with a toothpick. Dude, it's already screwed up. It's in decent shape for 41. Hey, look, it's got a few steps. It's a D. All right. Now I gotta look at that. And that's a D, and we got some crud behind it. And the problem with these things, they get so darn grungy, you can't see a darn thing. So I'm gonna pull that toothpick out and just give it a little rub. You know, if you rub this coin hard enough and long enough, you will actually cause some damage to it. There we go. I can't tell a thing. That didn't help at all, and I made my toothpick dirty. Well, we got a 1941D. Kind of grainy. Woodage, says Frank. Look, these things are, what, 25% copper? No. 75% copper, 25% nickel. There we go. How's the shape on this? It's pretty decent. I'd give it a VF. I'm looking for damage. It's got some color. It's got some character. Got a few dings on the rim that aren't doing it any favors. This is the kind of thing you can expect to see this in circulating coins. I got a thunk on his right here. I can't pick this up. Okay, we got some crud here. All right, with that crud there, it's not gonna really be. What my thumb is gonna rub that. Everybody okay with that? It's a beater anyway. That ain't coming off. He's got freaking leprosy here. You ever see that Star Trek show with the kids? You know, bonk bonk on the head. That's like what the girl got at the end of the show. How they get really gross. But they can fix that nowadays. Anything on the date? That looks okay. All right, that's a beater right here. That just took a pounding right here. This something like this takes down the value, but the lower the grade, the more forgiving. So this would be a filler. Nothing to write home about. Really, these nickels, they'd have to be in superior shape to really be worth $1. I gotta get my book out. All right, where is it? I got this old thing. I got this off of eBay for like $1. You can't see it. There. It's one of these old Megrig, I think it is. Let's look at this. I gotta make room. Green. That's it. Old. Smells like a basement. No, it really does. It smells better now. All right. Look, these are double thick. The first 2 pages, because you got the paperboard cover, and then you got the paperboard second. It's too high. This is, dude, you ain't getting the coins out of there. There's page 2. This is my Jefferson nickel collection. Seriously, there's page 3. And these are only 1 thick. There's a paper on the back. And who made it? This is a Whitman Publishing when they were in Racine. I don't know where they are now. The later dates are a lot easier. Okay, I got a 41D. Let's find that. Aha, 1941D. What's this? 1941D. You ever see them? They shove them. Oh, doesn't that just kill you when they do that? You have that book? There we go. This coin doesn't have any premium because it's got some damage. It's in better shape, but what kind of grade would it have to be in to be worth a damn? Let's go over to Numis Media and have a look. I'm going to click on Numis. It's coinprices.org. Oh, screen. Yeah, there we go. If I can see this. There it is. Coinprices.org right there. I'm going to scroll down. Nickels. Jefferson Nickels. There's a 1941D. Let's look at that. To be worth $1. She'd have to be AU to, pretty much uncirculated to be in the dollar range. $1.20, $1.38, $1.50. No, these really aren't that accurate. Are you going to sell a coin for $1.38? Honestly, it's AU 55. You're going to say, no, I need $1.50 for this coin because it's AU freaking 55. It'd pretty much have to be high end, next to nothing wrong with it, to be worth, $1. And pretty much for these, you'd have to be uncirculated. They're pretty common. You can get these by the roll for, $25. All right. Well, there. I got a 1941D that I didn't have before. Here's a live dash. All your Whitman flips are off center. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope you get better. High mint state, maybe a few bucks, right? You start getting into how many steps there are, you got a chance. Yep. Nickels are they're not heavily collected. Jeffersons. You can still get them back to 1938. You can go back, what are you talking now, 80 years? That coin we just found was 78 years old. Jesus. 60, 78, yeah. 78 years old. Spiked a like, by the way. All right, this fell out of the book. Oh, while I'm here, let's get that back out. Because this one fell out. It's a lost. It's a 57 Denver, and there is nothing particular about this. It's just a 1957D. So let's get back to the book, because we're going to put this back in, but it keeps falling out. It goes in this hole right here. I'm going to make this coin stick in that hole, and dude, it ain't gonna work. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take this here piece of paper. I'm gonna tear off that much, about the size of my pinky fingernail. Whoa! I'm gonna stick it right here. I'm gonna put the coin in on top of that. And press it in. Now it's got a little, it's been shrunk just a little bit, and this will help hold it. And if I got really, really freaking OCD nuts, I could trim that paper off. This is hard. My mother thinks I'm a doctor. What are you doing? I'm a doctor, Ma. I couldn't tell her the truth. It'll break her heart. Yeah, there. There, now my coin ain't gonna come out. I got my OCD fixed and trimmed off the excess, and my mother thinks I'm a freaking doctor. That's success on every level right there. There. I couldn't tell her the truth. It'd break her heart. Oh, I'm working in construction, Ma. No. Oh, my brothers and sisters helped out. They come over and they say, oh man, I think that, can you look at my neck? Why, sure. And mother would say, oh, can you look at my neck? No, Ma, no, you got a tumor. You need to see a professional. A professional in that area. Yeah, you need a neckathologist. Well, hey, you can make it up in Latin. And she said, hey, she seemed to buy it. All right, where's the scope? We're gonna get another one here. Who's over here in the chat? Stick a piece of gum on it. You're done. Victoria's here. Coin Dragon's here. D. Reese. Blues. About time. Vern. Trey. There's everybody. Everybody who matters. It's a small but dedicated audience. What you got here? It's a 56. Blurry. Ow. Okay, that's probably the best we're gonna do. Hey, that's not too bad for 56. Anything special about it yet? You know, you go around pretty quickly. If you look through a million pennies, a million coins, you're going to be able to tell pretty quickly, is there anything special about that? What are you looking at? I'm looking at the point on the R, okay? The point on the Y. This is grimy and grungy. But you got to look at, right? Let's say my head was a coin. You're looking at the bit of glasses that sticks out beyond the lens. Let me show you. There. So if my face is a coin, you're looking at this bit of detail, that bit of glasses that sticks out beyond the lens. That. Yeah, on this. See, that's the level of detail you have to be at. You can't just look and say, it's a D. No, you're looking at, let's see, is there a D? United States. There. You're looking at the serif on that D. There it is. It's gone. You got to train yourself to look at the finest of the fine details. The lower point of the serif. This is why I can't sharpen these things enough. Where is it? There it is. At this edge over here. In particular, how much of that D do I want to look at? I'm going to cover up most of it with this piece of paper. I'm going to shove most of it off the screen with this piece of paper. Stop moving, will ya? How much of that D am I looking at? This is so hard for my fingers. That much of the D. That's how much I want to look at. That's the level of attention. That's the small. You got to check out the small. Because really, if it's big, you're going to spot that from across the room. Dude, you got a double die number 2 right there in the corner, underneath that cup of coffee. Because you can see it from here. Right? But for the minor ones, you got to look at the edge of my glasses. The little, the tiny. That's the level of detail. Oh, by the way, what was the mint mark on that? Nothing. There is no. It's the missing D. Is this the missing D? You're making it up. Anything else jumping out at you? See the little serifs? See the E? Watch this. I'm going to draw you a picture here. Give me a piece of paper. Where's that marker gone? I might not draw you a piece of paper. Here's a pen. I got a piece of paper. I spent most of my life doing most of my work on the back of a napkin. Seriously. Okay, you got the E in 5, for example, on these nickels, right? It's not just a regular E. You can't draw it like that. Let's draw the middle. That is the middle of the E in 5. Right? Let's find it. Scope. Ta-da! There. There's the... Okay, that's the E in cents. Just, they're the same. 5 cents. Either way, it's the same. And we're looking at the middle line of that E. Da-da-da. See, it's like a triangle on a stick. And you get this. Now, if I get a doubled die, what's it going to look like? A lot of times, it's going to look like an extra little trumpet horn sticking out. Now, let me blow that one up. Let me take that, and I'm going to make it bigger. And I'm going to get this. See? And that's what I want to see is right there. I want to see that split. Right? This is a split, also known as a notch. Right? And this part right here, this inside line, that is a separation line. Separation line. That's a separation line. See, it separates the first hubbing from the second hubbing. Got it? And a lot of times you'll see that. You'll see that in a lot of these. Some you don't. Some you barely see a notch. Some, all you see is like, say, an RTY, right, on Lincoln cents, where these have a kind of a funny slope on the bottom. Sometimes that's all you see. Let's see, R, I can't draw. Yeah, pretend this line is that line. Okay, they got little slopes. They'll have just little slopes, and it's that level of detail you want to look at. Give me a penny. Here's one. Where are you? Where are you? There it is. See, you're looking at the slope on the bottom of the letters. Is it straight across? Because this one is. Or is it at an angle? And a lot of times that's enough to make the difference. And you're looking at that bit on the bottom. Maybe you're just looking at half of the bottom of the T. That's the level of detail you need to be at. You're looking at half of the... Dude. And this is why scope or magnifying comes in so darn handy, because you're not going to see it unless you're in there with some means of magnification. There you go. Or on the bottom of the ones, or whatever hell letter. That's how tiny these things are. Do these things have value when it's that darn minute? Some of them, yes. Slope equals y equals mx plus b. That's right. And when you have a negative slope, where the hell did home go? When you have a negative slope, such as this would be minus y equals, or y is less than 0. There you go. Or you have the other way around. Either way. Do these have value? In really high grade? Of course. In lesser grades, it drops off real quick. There aren't that many people who collect these dye varieties. It is growing. Believe me, it is growing. If you could go back 50 years from now, if you could go back in time, they are giving away dye varieties right now, left and right. You can pick up for $1, $2, $3, $5. They are giving them away. But you gotta be able to find them, and you can find them in pocket change. You can find them in circulation, right? But the first thing you're gonna find all the time is dye deterioration. Let's see. Here's a bunch of nickels. This one. Let's see if there's dye deterioration on this one. Hey, Jason, I'm doing fine. Had it out with that girl at the bank. Nickels are notorious for dye deterioration. This one looks okay. I'll pull out a dime. I got a roll of dimes here. Why does your mouth hurt, Bit Blues? You get in a fight with that raccoon? I'll get one of these. Will have some heavy deterioration, and you're gonna see it blending in on the bottom, going into the rim. It'll leave little designs. How about that one? Zip. There we go. We're starting to get the design kind of flowing out from the letters and heading towards the rim. Think of it as we want to get the hell out of here. We've been pressed into planches for so darn long. We want to leave, right? Stick, and you start to get wear, right? The metal flows into the void, which is going to be the M, then flows out. And it's metal on metal. They don't lube these things up. The grease on these dyes is for the moving parts, right? It's not made for, you don't need to grease up a dye if you're just going to slam it into a planchet. But the moving part that holds the dye, oh yeah, but you better grease that. So you get this bit, where is it here? Where the dye starts to show some wear, right? It's just getting ground away and ground away and ground away. And the design, in this case the M, is starting to, well, grow. And that's dye deterioration. So 3 things you're going to find, right? The first one is, what is it? Yeah, you know it. It's damage. Thought we saw some across this guy's face here. The second one is going to be dye deterioration. And, what you got for damage? Yeah, he's kind of screwed up over here. Been knuckled around, kind of look like Rocky Balboa. All right. Other coins are slammed into it. This is pretty minor damage. Here, it's not that it was shot with, a shotgun or beat with a hammer or chopped with an axe. Somebody dropped a quarter on it into the till or some darn thing, and that force is enough to leave these marks, all these little fine marks. Ooh, that big gap. Oh man, what was that movie? Halloween 1. Was that no, Friday the 13th one, where the guy's hanging, right, upside down? Wait a minute. Yeah, where the guy's hanging upside down, and then Michael Mullins comes by with a machete and just ready. Oh, dude, it was when you're 12. This is some really screwed up shit. Nothing screwed me up so much as those goddamn flying monkeys. Stop staring! This is my Jefferson imitation. How'd I do? Yep. Okay. Well, these bits of damage, these contact marks, when they're small, they don't really matter so much. Of course, the smaller the coin, the bigger it is in relation to the coin, so it seems like a lot more. But when you start getting larger marks, like this one, the big dong here, dude, no. It's not Michael Mullins? Michael Myers. Yeah, that's it. Alright, that's when they start to lose value. Right, it only takes 1 or 2 of these, 1 or 2, and the coin is not MS65. It will rapidly drop down in grade. You start chewing that up. This coin, let's see, let's look for wear. I got a little bit on the bottom of the stairs. Well, that's a deep part of the die, so it's probably just not quite a complete strike. I get a little rubbing here. Let's look at the highest points on that, his nose. At best, this would be an AU coin. At best. Right? But with all these ding-dongs and stuff, and I gotta check this out. This looks like it's, I don't know. What's that loop? Oh, good. That's a little die chip. That'll screw you up. And we get a little die chip right here on his. Got a freaking wart. My grandmother had one right here on her lip. You ever had that? You got the grandmother with a big gray wart on her lip? You can't help but stare. Stop staring, Jefferson. Alright, now let's get a chip, so I'm going to save that. Alright. You're going to see damage on just about every coin. The more magnification you use, the more damage you're going to see. That's why you got to limit the power of a microscope or magnification you use when you're grading a coin, and the standard is 7x. There it is. Variety. A change in the design, right? Many repetitions, many copies are produced. Error. Something went wrong when making the coin. It could be something wrong with the planchet, something wrong with a metal mix in the planchet, something wrong when it tried to get struck, right? But once it's struck and the die is let go, the thing is on its own. And anything after that is damage. And where? Well, you got these, you got these where the dollars, coins strike the die as they're trying to get out. They call it ejection doubling. Is that a mint error or is that damage? At what point is it post-mint? Because the dies are still moving away. And the coin is not yet out of the chamber where it is struck. At what point is it post-mint? Where's that line? All right. Well, that's a debate. What's in 15 minutes? Oh shit, I gotta get an auction ready. Yeah, I'm not ready. Okay, here you got all kinds of... Just these nickels take such a darn pounding. See, I said darn. I'm cleaning up my act. Alright, I'm trying to find MD now, which would be the third most common issue you see with... Oh, and grime. We could probably put that on the list as, you know, doo-doo. Doo-doo should be like number 4. Because you'll see doo-doo on everything. You know, they get handled, they're stuck in machines, they give them to 3-year-olds. You know, there, you get some doo-doo on his face. Does the doo-doo come off? Sometimes. Now I got doo-doo on my freaking desk. Because I don't clean your coins, it's going to make a mess of things. Alright, anything here? Anything special? I don't see anything wrong with it. Stop staring! Quit it, can't you? Alright. I don't see anything special about this one. Are you looking at the detail inside the letters? Are you looking at the serifs and points? Or are you looking at the word? We draw. We've been trained to read, and we read everything. We read the back of the cereal box when you're eating your cereal in the morning, right? You read the signs in the subway. And when you're looking at coins, you read E pluribus unum. It's natural. The letters are there and you read. But what we need to do is to retrain ourselves not to read, but to focus on the detail. It's not the P I want to see. It's that little serif at the top of the P that I want to look at. Right? It's that little serif on the L. I want to look at the lower point on the R, which is darn impossible here. There you go. So we've got to train ourselves not to read the words, but look at the details which make the letter. And that's a trick. It's retraining ourselves to hunt down that detail. Is anything else wrong with that? No, it's a standard looking nickel. Ain't nothing there, folks. In 50 years, this will still be a common coin. What do we got here? It's a 2016. They made billions of them. How many did they make in 2016? Well, I had all this stuff down below the description in the video, and it done run off. I got to redo all that stuff, so I'll go back and copy it from another one. But let me pull this thing up real quick. Oh, let's see, coin, inventory, and checklist. There you go, and I'll give you the screenshot. And this should be it. Let me see, because I keep screwing with this. I can raise it up a little bit. You don't always see who I'm talking to on Facebook. It's like cousins. Alright, and I see the bottom. Can you see the bottom? There's the bottom. So I've got little tabs in the bottom, right? And I can scroll over and find, you ready? Jefferson Nickel. Ta-da! And I can go down and find 1916. No. 2016. P. They made 786 million of these things. Okay. Now we do some spreadsheet stuff. Equals that button divided by how many people in the United States? 340 million people? Or about 2 of these nickels for every man, woman, and child, legal, illegal, visiting, and presumed missing. These coins will never be of any great value. Never, except for their metal content. These nickels, you know, they do have 25% nickel, which is really nice. But now, really, if you got more than a couple million, that coin isn't going to go very far for a long, long time, unless we are able, that's you and me, and everybody else in the chat, unless we are able to grow this hobby. Wow, there's a project for you. Every single one of you has to go out and develop 10 more collectors. Because if you want your coins to be worth more in the future, you have to grow the hobby. Well, it's fun anyway. We get to look at all this stuff and rave and bitch, and we get in fights with the girl at the bag. End up saying the worst things about our mother. I really should write a letter of apology to TD Bank and that girl. Because, dude, she's just about crying. Poor thing. That'll teach her to tell me, I can't give these to you. Give me what I want. I almost demanded one adult child from each of the tellers and said, give me what I want or I will go away. Just give me one of your children. See anything? What are you looking at? Are you reading the words? Here you go. Are you reading the words or are you looking at the details? You rope 3 or maybe 4. What are you roping there, Hoover? Are you reading the words or looking at the details? You read the words millions and millions of times. Well, I don't know about that many, but a lot of times. You know the words. What's it say over on the left? But are you looking at the points on the G? Looking at the details. You know the words. It's the same darn words on every coin, just a little bit different shape. And it's the shapes we want to see. I saw doo-doo. Where to go? I saw some doo-doo on there. You're always going to see the doo-doo. Pay no heed to the doo-doo. There's some doo-doo. Ah, right there on of America. Ta-da. And are you looking at the serif on the M, the upper serif? Or are you reading the words? You got to train yourselves to do things differently than you have been. If you're not finding double dies, if you're not finding these die varieties, zoom in closer. Don't read the letter, don't read the word, don't look at the letter, look at the little corner of the letter. Look at this piece sticking out from my glasses. Change your level of focus from broad to fine, and that's where you're going to find the issues, the little anomalies that are going to give it, you know, a premium. Here, what do you got? You got damage. You know what this is from. Okay, the machine that rolls these coins, right? It's going to grab them, right? It's going to roll, or they got some kind of thing that vibrates over here in the end. But with the new machines, they take the whole darn thing and wrap the paper, and the thing spins and it spits it out. And where it grabs, right? These roll, you got motion, and you tend to get what we call roller marks or wrapper marks. It's the marks left by the machine that wraps the rolls. And you can find them. Let's see. Okay, not on that one. How about this one? Just look at all your coins. When you get the rolls, pick them up and take a look at the ends because you're going to see them. I don't see them yet. Now, if you're trying to show somebody, you won't find them. Let me tell you, if you sell somebody a roll, every single one of them is going to have marks. I don't see any marks yet. I must not be looking hard enough. Aha. Right here. Brand new roll of pennies. Brand spanking new. I'm going to look over here. And right below that that paper, I'm going to move it over here. You're going to see roller marks. Where are you? There, those little circular marks are from the machine that wraps these pennies up. This is a brand new penny. Went from a sack. We're talking a sack of 3,000 pennies, 3,000 pounds of pennies, right? They don't do the $50 sacks. Now they're shipping the coins in super sacks. Pick them up with a forklift or a crane. They're 4 by 4 by probably 3.5. Full of friggin' pennies, right? It's a polyethylene bag. It's woven. They're really solid. They're slick. It's $100 for the friggin' bag, for Christ's sake. And you pick the thing up, and there's actually a sleeve and cover on the bottom that you tie up, and you can just untie them or cut it, and the pennies just shoot out the bottom, or whatever coin it is. And then they put them in the machines, and the machines roll them, and you get these damn marks. And it's when you see the marks, figure that coin's probably going to be worthless. You'd have to have a really valuable double die or a really valuable die variety for it to hold some value. I'm going to open this coin up. Where are you here? I'm going to open that up. See, I just get it started, and then it will unroll itself. And we want that coin. We want that. Give me that coin. That one. And we see the roller marks. There it is. See it? Oh, I had it up for the whole roll. Where are you? There it is. That's what they look like on the coin. Okay, damage. Now, do you need to know what kind of damage? Is it impact damage? Is it rotary damage? Mechanical damage? It don't matter. You always get the people, what happened to my coin? I don't know. An elephant stepped on it. Who knows? It doesn't matter how the coin is damaged, what the cause was. Probably something scraped it, scratched it, gouged it, chipped it, dinged it, crushed it, bamboozled it. It screwed up. It don't matter how. The end result is that one is worth a penny, and in 50 years it'll be gone. There will be no penny. These zincs won't last. He got his number. He's going to look at his collection tomorrow. Well, Jesus. Lowball him on offer. I'll give you 50 for all this. That's a good deal. Is that a good deal? Oh, yeah. That's a very good deal. Damn it, Jeff. Quit looking at me like that. There, roller marks. And they're always right close to the rim. Right about that far from the rim. And quarters are a little farther from the rim because it's a bigger piece of paper. Are you reading the words or looking at the letters? Are you looking at the letters or looking at the serifs in those letters? Yep. You're not finding anything? You're not looking close enough. Because there's stuff in these rolls, man. You gotta hunt. And really, it's few and far between. You'll find some chips here and there. Maybe an occasional die crack. We found one chip already, and we've only gone through a couple of dozen here, maybe. Right? You'll find plenty of weirdness and things you may not understand. Is this doubling? Well, okay, it could be. It could be. It's more likely to be mechanical doubling or machine doubling, or it's more likely to be die deterioration, especially on nickels and dimes. Right? But if you're really good and experienced and paying close attention to those fine details, there's stuff to be found. All right? They're few and far between, but if you don't look at those details, you're not going to find a darn thing. If you don't know to focus in real deep, you got to be. You're looking at this. See that? Yeah. Whoa! What happened? Huh? Oh, I see. I put the camera on the button. There. See, there's a button that turns the screen off, so I put the camera back and the screen went black. Hit the like. Do all Hobby Lobbies close at 8? Dude, my Hobby Lobby had no sale. Man, everybody else in the country, their Hobby Lobby's having a sale on coin supplies, but these guys are so far back in the woods. No. Dude, we're still... There was one guy in there trying to trade some chickens for some throw pillows. And the manager said, yep, we'll take that. What? It's a little backwards around here. Well, maybe they have a sale next week, because apparently they didn't get the freaking memo. And it takes an extra week for the mule team to get here lugging all that mail. Alright, let me clean off the desk here. He's been collecting errors for 45 years. I don't think I can lowball him. Okay, well, treat him right, if nothing else. Let's collect these up. I'll just throw them in the bucket over here. I'm meant to get the dimes. Bob wants me to have a sale. I really should have a sale. I've been slouching for like 2.5 weeks. Dude, sometimes you just gotta say the hell with this and take a break. You lost another tooth. You can borrow mine. Wonder where they went. Here they are. Do you want the uppers or the lowers? Yep. I'll put them in a box and get them right out to you. Just, you know, rinse them off once or twice, and they should be good to go. There. All right. Let me turn this up a little. Can we hear this fan? All right, where's home? There it is. Get rid of the Play-Doh. It's fun, but it takes up so much room on the desk. What is all this crap? Here's some more rolls. Yeah. We didn't get to those. What else is here? Here's another roll. I should keep this stuff. Oh, looks like I do. Alright. You took a 4-day break? It's not long enough. Really. I haven't worked in over 2 years, and I gotta tell you, it's nice, right? I actually use the alarm clock so I can wake up in time for the big show. That's the only reason I even have an alarm clock anymore. I was gonna go because I found the AD, but it closed. AD? It closed at 8. AD. Anno Domini? Don't know. Attention disorder? What's this? That needs to come down. Alright. Welcome to Friday Night Madness. Did you see that? Did you see that cauliflower? I'm losing my mind over here. Look, I gotta blow my nose real quick. Quick, give me something. Here. That'll have to work. Are you sending me a link? To what? Dude, I don't remember what color shirt I put on this morning. I don't remember what link I would send you. Are you sending me a link? No, I don't. Whatever it was, I done forgot it already. Okay. Look, I haven't worked in 2 years. It's nice. You really ought to try it. Now, I'm fortunate I have a situation where the bills are, dude, they're next to nothing. I've got no bills. I've got a water well, I've got a septic system. The water's really freaking good, and I don't be throwing stuff in the toilet, so that's not getting screwed up and need to be pumped. So it works. The place is well insulated. I keep it a little warm in the summer and a little cooler in the winter, so I put on, t-shirts in the summer and sweaters in the winter. It keeps the bills good, and I can cook. Dude, I can cook. I can cook really good stuff from nothing. Made a loaf of bread yesterday, and got it less hard. I stuck it in a paper bag or plastic bag, so the moisture will move to that hard crust, and it's soft up nice. And I'll make some really good sandwiches with that. The Hangout link. Um, okay, we're going to start another show in just a moment using a Hangout. Yeah. I've been using Paula as a live moderator, and she's awesome, and I like having her around. She's really a big help. But yeah, I don't remember these things. Every week she's going to remind me. All right, how do I do this? So I'm going to kill this stream and start another one using Google Hangouts. So just come back to my channel. If I'm quick, it might continue the stream. Do you have an auction tonight? Yes, in about 2 minutes. So we're going to kill this stream and start over. How do I do this? Okay, come back in 5 minutes and reload. I'll smoke a cigarette. ABS is currently active. Are you sure? All right. Stop. Here it is.